So welcome. We are here in JAX today, JAX conference, and my name is Yolande Poirier, and my guest is Gurjam. Hi, Gurjam.
Hi,
I guess you don't need an introduction, but just tell us quickly what you do for Oracle.
I'm a product manager working on Oracle Jet, which is the topic of this interview.
Right. So yeah, that's my next question. So what is Oracle Jet?
Oracle Jet is a set of best practices and components that have been developed within Oracle over the last 3 years, focused on enterprise JavaScript. And it's been made open source at the end of February. So now anyone can create JavaScript enterprise applications using open source libraries and jQuery UI graph and chart components created by Oracle.
Okay, so I mean, what can you use with it? I mean, is it really like just for Oracle products, or because you can see, like, you can visualize, right, data?
Yes. So initially, it came out of a need to have a standardized way for Oracle internal staff to create UIs for Oracle Cloud Services. But now that it's open source, anyone can do anything they like with it. But one of the really good aspects of it is the range of charts and graphs and data visualization. So if you're creating a dashboard application that you want to run in the browser, on the desktop, and on mobile devices, then Jet is a really good option because it provides an out-of-the-box convention over configuration architecture. It provides graphs and charts. It provides best practices and design patterns. A large community is growing around it. So it's a really good option to consider.
So can I use that with an Oracle database? You say it's open source, but how do I plug my data into that tool?
It's purely a front-end solution. So it's purely JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. If you want to plug into any kind of backend, there isn't a specific choice or whatever. You would typically use REST to expose your data, and then you would use jQuery, which is integrated into Jet to access that data. And use AJAX calls and JSON calls within your Jet application to get hold of that data. And then there are some very nice structures that Jet provides, such as grids and tables, as well as a backbone-like MVC programming model for structuring that data and presenting it to users.
Okay. So any tips or anything that you also presented a session about it, like today, right?
Yes. So I presented a session on Oracle Jet specifically, and a second session called 10 Awesome Tips for Enterprise JavaScript. And it turned out that Oracle Jet has implemented all of those 10 tips. And so I could very easily talk about Jet in the context of that session as well. And we explored the website, so oraclejet.org, and there's a Yeoman generator, there's a reference implementation, the Work Better app, there's forums, there's Facebook, there's YouTube, there's Twitter, there's all the social media things you would expect from a technology nowadays. And there's a lot being done with it, and it's a really fun area to work with.
So any resources or any information that people can find?
Yes.
Pointers?
So I think the best resource is on oraclejet.org. You'll see the online cookbook. And in that cookbook, all the components that are part of Jet are described. You see an image of the charts and the graphs and the buttons and the forms and everything. But then you can also see how you would define those components in your application. So all the code behind it is also available. So if you click on an image of a chart, then you see the HTML side of that chart. And you also see the business logic, the JavaScript side of that chart, the Jet component. And then you can copy and paste that directly from the browser into your application, and you can also tweak it in the browser and use it like JS Fiddle. So you can tweak it and then apply the changes in the browser, and you can see those changes live in the browser. Okay. There's also something else that is interesting. It's called the Application Builder Cloud Service, and this lets you create Jet applications without touching any code, at least not initially. So it's a drag and drop UI in the browser for creating applications, and typically aimed at managers who may not have the time or skills to create applications, but do have data in the Oracle Cloud, and they might want to quickly put an application together, and that's what the Application Builder Cloud Service lets you do.
And you blog a lot about the topic as well,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
read my blog. There's also the Oracle Jet blog. My blog is blogs.oracle.com/Geertjan, and then there's the Oracle Jet blog, which you find on the Oracle Jet site. And there's lots of news coming out about this, lots of development. Jet's being used everywhere within Oracle. Many Oracle partners are starting to use it, and it's becoming more and more known outside of that as well.
Okay, well, thank you. I know you have to run to your next session, but I
Yes.
really appreciate that you came and talked to us about Jet.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.